of direction. We got some of us elderly ones are scared to go out in the street because they're afraid of the young generation. And it shouldn't be that way. You come out of the street. You know how to deal with them in the street. If you're serious about helping them, helping our people, then we got to go out in the street.
That's right, Mo.
See, we can't constantly hide inside the temple and say Islam, Islam, Islam. We got to go out in the street so they can see Islam demonstrated in our actions.
That's right.
That's what they have to see, because before that, they ain't gonna believe us.
That's right, Mo.
Everybody talk about the Crips, the Blood, the BGF, or whatever else them names they call, right? That's because they don't have anybody they can look up to, so they join a gang because that's important to them.
Right.
See, we all responsible.
That's right.
Come on, Mo.
We are all responsible because there's somebody that's out there in one of them gangs that looked up to us. And we have to go back out there and correct that wrong.
Right.
That's right.
We got to correct that because it falls on us for the influence that we had on them for where they at right now. Now we know that back in the day we was the biggest on the block. Somebody looked up to us. Somebody followed that path. And now that we realize where we at and how our children are, we got to do something about that.
That's right, Mo.
See? We need to be seen more in the neighborhood, walking, talking, helping our people
That's right.
with your feds on.
There you go.
It's on.
See? They need to know who we are.
That's right, Mo.
You have to be properly dressed because every time we dot that door, we represent the Moorish Science Temple of America.
That's right. That's right.
Every time.
That's right.
So therefore, we represent it every time that we got to demonstrate it to the max who we are. They always say, well, if you're a Muslim, you know Arabic. No, I don't know Arabic. Arabic is not for me. That's not the language that the Prophet brought us. He brought us English. He Americanized Islam for us
It's on.
so that we can understand it.
That's right.
If there's a Muslim name. No, there ain't no such thing as no Muslim
That's
name.
right.
That's right, Mo.
See?
That's right.
Barnes,
Arabian name.
Jackson.
That was an Arabian name.
You know, Barnes, Jackson, Johnson, those are English names.
That's right.
See, but what the Prophet brought us, he brought us the ills and babes that connected us back to our ancient forefathers.
That's right.
Divine and national principles.
That's right, Mo.
That's what we represent today.
Come on, Mo.
So therefore, we have to demonstrate that in its essence. We have to stop thinking like the crabs think. You get to the top and you're going to pull me down. See? We have to stop that. That's that syndrome they want to keep placing against us. We have to start understanding now that the prophet came with a divine message for us, for our people.
That's right.
And if Allah blessed us in such a way that he sent us a prophet, look how wonderful that gift is.
Sure is.
That's right.
True.
That was a gift
That's right, Mo.
to send us a prophet, to pick us out of all people with an African heritage and American experience.
That's right.
That make us totally unique in a different nation of people.
That's right.
Because there's no people on this earth that have our experience,
That's
Come
right.
on.
have our heritage,
That's
but
right.
us.
That's
That's
right.
right, Mo.
That makes us unique
That's
in a
right.
sense.
Indeed we are.
So we have to take that now and build on it. The prophet laid the foundation down. They can't tear this up. They've been trying to tear it up since 29
Right.
That's right, Mo.
and still can't tear it up.
That's right.
It survived.
That's right.
And we know that what? Truth don't pass away. It remains the same.
That's right, Mo.
So now it's time for us to get out in the street. It's time for us to be seen. It's time for us to start sacrificing. And what I mean by sacrificing is that we have to set aside time and days during the week and the weekend
Come on.
and walk the neighborhood.
Come on.
That's right.
Talk to our people.
Come on.
You know, we started feeding them, but we need to be out there more with them.
It's on,
They need to know who we are and what we are,
no doubt.
because then they'll begin to understand where we're trying to get to them.
It's on.
That's right.
Until then, we're going to fail every time. We walk around on the weekend, on Friday, and on Sunday with our feathers on. That's the only time they see us. Why ain't we down the harbor? Why ain't we down in the neighborhoods?
Yeah.
Why we ain't walking around 2 by 2 demonstrating the prophet? That's where we need to be. We need to go out there and help those young brothers and sisters out there. Because if we don't go out there and help them, it may be your brother, it may be your sister, it may be your son, it may be your daughter, be the next one killed by one of them.
It's on.
See? We need to go out there now and start setting up where we can talk. There's enough of us in here that we can go in pairs, as the prophet said, go in twos. And we set out just like those Jehovah's Witnesses do, knock on doors. The Nation of Islam been doing it, and they have become very successful at it.
That's right, Mo.
They took it from us.
Come on.
They took it from us.
No doubt.
And look how far they ran with it. Don't you think it's time now that we take our own program
Come on, man.
and run it to the fullest?
It's on.
Can you imagine how we can do this?
It's on.
Islam.
It's on. Very well, man. It's on. Well said. It's on.
It's on.
And we appreciate that very timely message, very heartfelt message by our Supreme Grand Security Advisor for the J. Barnes Bay.
It's on.
As the most spoke, I thought about what our ancestor Aesop said. Traveling really quotes it in Moore's literature. That's why it's in quotations. He says, "In our unity is our strength.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Together we stand, and divided we fall." Aesop said that thousands of years ago.
That's right, Mo.
It is just as true today as it was when he first said it. Our unity, in our unity, is our strength. Together we stand, divided we fall. In our unity is our strength. And unity, like every other thing, and I'm quoting now from chapter 5, tools of worship, mind with things made of thought. It begins with a thought. See? Unity does not necessarily connote proximity, because two people can be joined together, actually physically touching each other, and be at each other's throats.
That's right.
That's not unity. See? You see a crowd of people at a bus stop. It's just that. It's an aggregate of people until something affects their collective consciousness. Like, for example, a car may careen out of control and roll up on the pavement and pin a young child. Now the aggregate, because something has affected their consciousness, now the aggregate moves as a unity, as one body, and they move to remove that car from that little child. Thought. That's where unity begins. That's where all things begin. Tools of worship and mind were things made of thought and where we build up character. So we have to first begin, before we can externalize a thing, we have to start thinking unity.
That's right.
It has to become an ideal, a blueprint, a framework first. So at every turn, we should always see in each other a brother and a sister.
That's right. That's right, Mo.
That's right.
We should always see in each other a friend, saying that we all had the same father. We all had the same mother. We all suck from the same breast because we all read the same literatures.
That's right.
See, that's the blessing about being in Moore Science America. When you come across a Moore anywhere out there,
That's right.
you know that he knows or she knows
That's
the
right, Mo.
same thing that you do.
That's right, Mo.
That's
That's
right.
right.
You know that he knows and that he has or she has a nationality card, just like you.
That's right, Mo.
So you automatically know those things. And that's why you gravitate to the brother or the sister and say, Islam, what temple do you hail from, sister? Or what temple do you hail from, brother? Prophet Ali gave us a powerful blessing here, boys. So let us always remember the relation that binds us to love and unity. And every single chance that we get to plant a seed
That's right.
on the mind of a brother or sister, do so. Don't worry about
That's right.
when it's going to be cultivated.
That's right.
That's right, Mo.
That's no business of ours. Just plant the seed and let Allah do what He does.
That's right.
He's the husbandman.
Yes.
I'd like to call our last and final speaker this evening. A brother who is the head of this temple,
Yes.
a brother who represents the temple quite well.
Praise Allah.
A brother that I'm honored to call friend and honored to call Grand Sheikh of this special subordinate temple, number 13.
Praise Allah.
And we know, as the saying goes, heavy the head that wears the crown.
That's right.
See? And it's one thing, like Damocles sitting back and saying, you should have done it this way, King. You should have done it that way, King. You should have done this. You shouldn't have done that. See, it's another thing when you're sitting in a chair
That's right.
and now in the store of Damocles, that sword suspended above his head,
That's right.
That's right.
suspended by and held by a single strand of hair.
There you go.
Now it dawns on you the gravity and the magnitude of that station.
That's right.
But again, this is a big brother
Yeah, no.
and he can handle the task.
It's
That's
not.
right.
And he is handling the task.
It's not.
This is our Grand Sheikh, our friend, Brother G. Turnell. It's on?
Islam, Moors.
Islam.
All praise be to Allah on this holy day. For all Muslims all over the world.
Islam.
Please forgive me as usual. I'm coming straight
Islam,
here,
Islam.
I'm getting it in.
Indeed.
But I'm glad to be here. All
Indeed,
praise be
indeed.
to Allah.
Indeed.
All praise be to Allah and thanksgiving for being here.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, I don't know if anybody, feel like I feel, but it's a blessing to be here.
That's right, Mo.
I'm telling you, like maybe an hour before I got coming in this direction, the only thought that I can have in my mind is I need to get to the temple. Look, our greatest enemy, our greatest foe is not nothing going on outside of us.
That's right.
Outside things can stimulate inside problems.
That's right.
Right? But the greatest thing is that enemy within. And that enemy within was talking. The enemy within had me, I don't want to do nothing. I'm sick of everything. That's I need to get to the temple.
That's right.
All
That's right,
praise
Paul.
be to Allah.
That's
Nothing
right.
more. Listen, I could have just sat there and just listened. But the Prophet tells us that sometimes we talk too much. And sometimes we need to listen. And all praise be to Allah. And thanks for all the brothers that came and spoke before me because I feel better.
Islam. That's right, Mo.
I feel better. And it's a blessing, just to be able to come. Myself and our Supreme Grand Governor, we struggled some years to have the atmosphere that we can come into in a temple that we can come into and feel better
That's right. That's right.
when you leave.
Islam.
That's a blessing. It's so much that we can give thanks to Allah for.
No doubt.
I give honor to Allah's prophet, founder of this movement.
That's right.
As the brothers have said before me, our father, father of the Moorish nation, the one that had courage to come forth and establish this nation, to build it out of rubble, to build it out of broken souls, to build it upon all these things, to build it upon principle, to have the courage to build it and to raise a flag
That's right.
on in this country to say in fact that we are home. Took a lot of courage to do this one in the 1920s.
That's right.
Took a lot of courage to do that. We just reflect on history. We studied history during that time. We give honor and thanks to Allah for our prophet.
That's right.
Because we ain't had many that was stepping out there like that.
That's right.
want to give honor to the forerunner of the prophet, honor to the first supreme Grand Sheik, and Grand Sheik and chairman of the Moorish Science of America, Brother E. Millian. I want to give honor to the present Supreme Grand Sheik of the Supreme Grand Council, Brother D. Bailey. I give honor to the Supreme Grand Council, some of which we have members here, our Supreme Grand Governor, Brother R. Elwazell, our Supreme Grand Historian, Brother D. Eddington, our brother, to our Supreme Grand Security Head. That is the correct title, right?
Islam.
Security Head.
It's,
Brother Jay Barnes, baby. More, you know, it's an honor, more. I'm telling you, I said it before, I say it again. I remember, you know, as coming up in the Moorish Science of America and seeing these brothers' names on different things, on books, and Brother Chambers, seeing these brothers' names and to actually be here together. You know, I'm much, much, much younger than these brothers, you know, so. So I'm honored to be among my elders, you know, to be the Grand Sheik of the temple where my elders are in the temple. I can't fail.
Islam.
There is no fail.
That's right.
Allah's leading on has set these brothers' souls on fire and have led the way to this point. All of you brothers, more than Brother Thomas Bay. Yes. All praise be to Allah. You know, I want to give honor to our Assistant Grand Governor of the State of Maryland, Brother C. Davis L. I want to give honor to our Assistant Grand Sheik, my sister, Sister M. Brown Bay. I give honor to our Chairman, Brother N. Chambers L. Give honor to our Acting Major, Ali's Elite Royal Guard, Brother R. Milligan L. I give honor to Sheik K. Cunningham L. I give honor to our Secretary, Brother R. Streeter L. He called me and said that he was unable to make it tonight. You know, give honor to our brother, give honor to all members of Subordinate Temple 13, all members. Honor to you, sis. Good to see you, my sister. All praise be to Allah. Renee, good to see you. All praise be to Allah. Allah's leading on.
That's right, Bo. That's right. That's right.
You know, I had shared a thought. I'm going to read for the whole thing. I had shared a thought. You know, I don't do a lot of posting on Facebook. I actually use Facebook as an advertising tool. You know? Yeah, it's free.
That's right. That's right. Bo. Take advantage of it.
Probably told me to, you know, to get a good European education. Right? And one of the things I learned is essential to a business is advertising and marketing, right?
That's right.
So I look at this, but I got time for a whole lot of talking on Facebook. Look, here's some pictures. This is what I do. You know.
That's right.
But every now and again I share a thought, and one of the thoughts was that you know, as I started out before about our greatest enemy. You know, our greatest enemy is not outside of us. You know, it doesn't matter what a person does, it's our response to it, which determines where we're at.
That's right.
We have to have things happen in life. Life has to happen for us to see where we're at. Each situation that happens shows us where we're at.
That's right.
Now do we garner up the strength and the courage to be honest with ourselves and say that, look, I need to get better in this area.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. There you go.
I need to become more tolerant. I need to become more patient. Why? Because in the first chapter of this book, the prophet told me it all. What's going on, why I'm here, and where I'm going at. So in knowing that, see, I don't think perhaps no more. I know that. So each situation where I find myself out of whack, that brings me back and know that I got to get better for me to get where I'm going.
That's right. That's right.
I declare my intentions if any mistakes are made there. They're definitely on me, they're not on our prophet, and surely on Allah, not on our temple that Allah has blessed us with. Read from page 3. Dear readers, not falsely use these lessons of good, peace, and happiness for all those that love Jesus. It's a blessing to be here, Moses. You don't know. I stopped to say it again because I mean, just an hour ago, I wasn't feeling nothing. You know, I wasn't, and I wasn't going to speak. I was trying to think about how I was going to let the chairman don't call me to speak. You know, don't call me to speak. Yeah, right. Allah, look out, he's running this. I'm not running nothing.
That's right.
You know, the brother said, is there such thing as a Muslim or a Muslim name? The greatest name that a Muslim can have is faith.
That's right.
The greatest thing that a Muslim can do is be a servant.
That's right.
To serve mankind. to serve our brother and our sister.
That's
See,
right.
these are and when as long as I don't want to be of service and to serve you, as long as I'm of that mind state, I have a long way to go. Because it's not about me.
That's right.
It's about the servants, being a servant of Allah, being a servant to my brother and my sister.
That's right.
That's where my greatest blessings come in at.
That's right, boy.
You know, but I have to be honest in this travel, because then going to this chapter, I often ask myself the question, because you look at this chapter, and the longer you study these chapters and go through them, you begin to, you start to look outside of yourself and see practical examples of them. You see them working in life. You see them taking place in life. And so like as we talk about this chapter, and one of the things in the chapter is about unity, the coming together, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood, and not saying our sister, you know, not forsaking our sister, or you know, helping our brother. We see these things in the chapter, right? You start to look outside of yourself, and you see this working in community.
That's right.
Right? So then you ask yourself the question, well, why did the Prophet Noble Ali had to put this in here for us? Do they have a book too where they've got this in it?
Come on.
Right? Because you see people that come here and they start at the bottom. And it's through this chapter right here,
That's
the
right.
exercise, the acting out of the principles in this chapter right here. You know the people that we laughed at because there was a whole bunch of them living in one house? See, we missed it, and everybody in the house went out and worked. With the exception of maybe 1 or 2 women who took care of the children. Everybody went outside to work because they had a vision. They had a plan. See, because they got into a little bit of money, so we thought it was a little bit of money. So we say like $10, $12 a lot. That ain't a lot of money. I need more money. You know, we like things, right? So we gotta have more. I got to have more. I got to have more. Hear the word? I got to have more. Forget about what you got to have. I got to have more. But they stuck together.
That's right.
And the 12 was all right, because if you take 12 times 6 people going out and work, how much is that an hour?
Yeah, about that. About that.
It's all coming back in the same house. Right? You know, when I used to work in a supermarket down at Fells Point, and they will all come to the store together. Right? And I was saying, you know, if people, you know, we crazy. So they get all that free stuff from the government. They get to the cash register and they pay in cash. Right? And they buy groceries for the whole house. So we looking at them. Now, I shared it before. I was working at Fells Point. They used to have a festival that was in one block. They had no businesses around in the area. Right? So we talk about it. You know, we looking at it. We laughing at all of them together. They get drunk and fall out, but they help me carry each other home. Right? Now you look fast forward, not even 15 years later, they own most of Fells Point right now.
That's
That's right, boy.
They own most of it. Their festival goes up almost up to Baltimore Street now. From Fleet Street all the way up to Baltimore Street now, where they have the festival.
How about that? Good point.
That was through exercising the principles in this chapter.
Yeah, that's right.
Practical example.
That's right.
As the brother said, we need to stop playing. We need to get busy. See, but the thing about it, I said, like I asked myself the question, you know, the Prophet put this in here for a reason.
That's right, boy.
Why did he put it in here? Because he understood the sickness that's inside of us.
Sure.
And see, one thing we learn in other places, that the first thing I got to do is admit that I'm sick.
Right. That's right.
I got to.
Sure.
See, I can't dress my sickness up with a robe, you know, and the fez and you know, charms and medallions and all those things, L's and babes and all that, and a few pieces of paper on the wall. I can't dress my sickness up, because guess what? My sickness is going to show. Why is it? How is it going to show? It's going to show because I'm not producing anything. There's no productivity. So I will keep hearing the same thing over repetitiously that we got to do. Why is it we still saying that we got to do? Because there's something in the way hindering us. So the Prophet had to put it in our holy book. From and out here to put that nourishment in the breast, so that we can continuously, as we go through the Quran, and maybe some of us will start to wake up and start to see it, and that affection will start to grow. See, my affection started to grow through the affection the Prophet Noble Ali showed me and what I saw. And then I began to look outside of me, I began to look at you, and I began to see me. Until we can look outside of ourselves and see each other,
That's right, boy.
we're going to be hindered.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
You're in there tonight.
True.
All the way up in there.
True.
The holy cover of the Asiatic nation.
Yeah, boy.
You are the children of one father, provided for by his care in the breast of and one mother have given you something. Let the bonds of affection
That's right.
therefore unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. Brother David said, oh, you see that right there, Mo? The bonds of affection. It is required for bonds of affection for peace and happiness.
Yes, Lord.
That's
Yes,
right.
Lord.
You keep telling me that, Mo?
Yes, Lord.
You keep telling me that, don't you?
Yes,
Mo?
Lord.
I hear you though, Mo.
Yes,
Let me
Lord.
say this, boy. We have to make ourselves worthy of one another's affection.
That's
Yes,
right.
Lord.
There it is.
See, because we have those among us that will reach out to one another, but we have to make ourselves worthy to be reached out. Because when your brother reach out to you, don't cut his hand off.
That's right. There you go.
Right.
No.
If our sister reaches out to us, don't spit in her face.
That's right.
If you know that you are not there yet, then stop playing.
It's
That's
not.
right. That's right.
See, because we are sensitive people.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We still sick.
Yes.
Yeah, some of us will come out, we'll try to do some stuff to show the manifestation of this lesson here. And then sometimes we know we ain't really right, we're playing games, you know, and we fall short, and our brother and sister starts to retreat or go back angles. You see what I'm saying? See, I can't help them. No, you can help.
That's right.
Sure, sure.
Allah's leading on the victory is sure.
That's right.
And make no question about it.
That's right.
Because Allah's here.
That's right.
That's right.
Our prophets, teachers are alive and well here. If you keep coming here and washing in this doctrine,
That's
we're
right.
going to get it right.
That's right.
We're going to get it right, as the brother said. We're going to be real with one another when we ain't right.
That's right.
It's as simple as that.
That's right.
We're going to get mad with each other sometimes. We ain't going to want to come to the meeting at others. It's all right. Because one thing that we have in common right there is our affection to the Father.
That's right.
So,
Because each one of us individually has been affected by what he has brought to us.
That's
How
right.
I know? Because through all that stuff that we feel sometimes, we keep coming back.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
We
right.
keep coming back.
No.
So all we gotta do is just keep coming back, and that affection is gonna grow.
That's right.
You know, that affection is gonna grow. And then maybe the next time our brother and our sister extends themselves, we're gonna do the right thing. And when we don't do the right thing, we're gonna be able to say, brother, I didn't do the right thing. I apologize.
No.
How can I make it right?
That's
No.
right.
There you go. That's
How
right.
can I make it right?
There you go.
Now,
This is how we gonna grow. See, I understand we still suffering from some things.
That's right, Lord.
And we have to be honest about it.
sure.
And the only way we're gonna grow is to be able to recognize that we're still suffering from some things, so that we'll be more forgiving of one another.
come on, sis.
We'll be able to be more humble
It's up.
and say, you know what, ain't no need of me trying to beat Brother Chambers up, because my lower self is sometimes running rampant.
That's
You
right.
know, how I'm gonna forget, boy?
Indeed, indeed.
How I'm gonna forget just because I can hide it? Hey, we get some lessons to learn how to hide some stuff. You know how we use the lessons, probably say, but outside of the public, you know. So we become masters of sin in the dark.
That's right, Lord.
Special.
You know? But I have to remember the fact that I still suffer sometimes. So how can I harshly judge my brother or my sister?
That's right.
You know, unless I just say, listen, I ain't paying none of that, you know, duality stuff, no mind. And until you get to that point, listen, you my brother, you my sister.
That's right.
You recognize my prophet, you recognize Allah as God, and know duality is my prophet, then you my brother, you my
That's right,
sister.
Paul.
It's as simple as that.
That's right.
And we can go through whatever it is that we need to go through.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It's only until you decide that you ain't trying to hear that no more that we got an issue. Only then.
That's right.
And I still pray, because like I was talking to my brother, what the Prophet Noble Ali told me is this, that Allah is leading on and victory is sure.
That's right, Mo.
See, sometimes you may have to go around again to get it right.
It's up.
But there's no failure for the human soul. So we need not worry about a brother or sister who may fall off along the way.
That's right.
Because Allah is leading on and victory is sure. We need to keep our mind focused on what we need to be doing. Because this is a great work. We're talking about building the nation, and all of us are not going to make it there together at the same time.
That's right, Mo.
That's the fact of the matter is. The prophet said if you make it, you're going to be a good one.
That's right.
No.
Because he understood what it was that we would have to go through. Yeah, because he understood where we were at.
No doubt.
And what we have to go through, like I'll say it again, and I'm going to say this in closing, what we have to go through, our biggest obstacle, our most gigantic obstacle is nothing outside this door.
That's
It's
right.
right inside of
That's
us.
right.
That's right. That's right.
That is our gigantic obstacle. You know, This is why, you know, I give thanks to Allah for sending us brothers that had taken the time, that had the time to really scratch beneath the surface of what the Prophet Noble Ali brought us, so that we can get the essence of it. And see, it's not about, you know, don't feel inadequate. Don't feel as though you're less than. No, it's not about that. Be wise and say how I can benefit from it. I'm gonna tell y'all this. You know, listen. I've been picking pockets for years. Ask the grand governor back there. You know how and he loved to teach. And you know how I used to get him, he be sharing something with me, we walk, so I might not really grasp what he's saying. So I said, well, I don't believe none of that stuff you're talking about. Well, that's not right. Where is it at? And then he would go in there, and I made him go to the chapter, verse, and here and there. And by the time we got back to where he was going, I said, oh, boy, I got it. What? Look, I saw a benefit in this. See, anything that we see a benefit in, we're going to give our whole to it.
That's right.
And trying to achieve it, and trying to possess it. Now, as time goes, once we achieve it, once we possess it, now the real work comes into play. See, because how do you use it?
That's right.
Guess what? Guess what? The opportunity is coming. See, the opportunity is going to come for each and every one of us to demonstrate this chapter that we're in here tonight. The opportunity is going to come, and and each and every one of us at one point or another is going to fall short. It's okay. Recognize it, dust yourself off, and when Allah presents you with the next opportunity, get it right.
That's right.
Recognize the fact that I fell short the last time, Lord.
That's right,
I
Mo.
need to get better at it this time.
That's right, Mo.
You know, I'm gonna get better at it this time. See, because it ain't even the possessing of a thing.
That's right.
It's knowing how to use it.
That's right, Mo. There you go. That's right.
It's knowing how to use it. And what we use it for is for the benefit of mankind.
That's right.
Anything that I do for you, I do for myself. Anything that we do for each other, we are doing for ourselves. Why? Because we are connected.
That's right.
Even with all the knot that separates us, in spite of that illusion of what we think separates us, we are connected.
Let's go.
You might not even see it today. It's okay. As my brother said, we just plant seeds right now.
That's right, Mo.
We're going to do some cultivating later on. Let's keep coming back.
That's right.
We're going to do some cultivating. I'm going to tell you where the real cultivation takes place at, though, when you see me outside here.
That's right. Come on, Mo.
When you see me outside. When you call me on the phone and say, Mo, listen, this is what's going on. Can you help me? Hold on, I might not can do nothing about that. Well, let me see if I can call Sister Brown back. Sister Brown back, I don't know, but let me see if I can call. And we see, this is how it's supposed to work.
That's right. That's right.
Let me call Brother Davis here. He's good in that area. Well, let me call Brother Williams, baby. He's very knowledgeable. See, that's how we're going to see it.
That's
We
right.
have to see it.
That's right.
We have to see it.
No doubt.
Well said.
See, because if we don't see it, we're going to always have doubts.
That's right.
Because one thing that we all do, we're always looking for what's wrong. It's easy to find what's wrong.
That's right, Mo.
Come on, that's easy to find what's wrong.
That's right, Mo.
We are our most harshest critics.
Yeah, we are. That's right.
Rarely do we take the time to stop and see what's good about ourselves, unless we're addicted to vanity, right? Then we so caught up, we don't see how messed up we are. But for those of us who's not addicted to vanity, we all suffer from it though. We all suffer from vanity. Make no mistake about it. The Prophet put this chapter in here, a Holy Covenant of Asiatic Nation, because we needed to know these things. He put those lessons there about vanity because we all suffer from it. Let's not go into this Quran and trying to separate ourselves from the bad parts. That's right. I'm in here looking and saying, yeah, that's Sister Brent, I'll be right there. She's vain as she wants. Come on, stop playing. So are you. So are you.
That's right.
You know, when we get to look at it like that, we can become those friends you talking about, but we understand that's the illusion right there. Come on, we don't get caught up on that.
That's right.
We just have to learn how to communicate with one another.
That's right.
We learn how to communicate with one another, we'll get past all the not.
That's right.
Because that's what it is. It's not. I know there's some things that I used to do more that I don't do no more. So what real? It wasn't real.
That's right.
I was just caught up in an illusion. We all have those periods of life that we'll get caught up in an illusion.
That's right.
And for us at that time, that's everything. The illusion. Till we get on the other side of it. And we look back and say, good gracious, how did that happen? You know, hey, Father Four soldiers never knows the strength.
Indeed.
And say thought man must be developed by the exercise of strength.
Come on, Steve, demonstrate.
Man and woman
That's right.
must be developed by the exercise of strength. What does that mean? That you exercise that's what is good in you. Over that inclination, over that earning or that your urge to do what's wrong.
That's right.
When you overcome it and do what's right in spite of every urge to do what's wrong, you exercise that strength and you are developed, unfold, and grow.
That's right.
That's what it's about. Doing what's right in spite of what we used to do. We all got a past. You know, an illusionary past. I used to think that I was a thug. Only to find out I don't want no trouble.
That's right.
I love peace. I love it. Boy, I love to get out. I love to get out and go anywhere in Baltimore City. I do work all over Baltimore City, and I'm not worried about nobody. I'm not foolish, but I'm not worried about because I'm not living like I used to live no more. It's a blessing.
Yes, it is. That's right.
I haven't took nobody's stuff. I haven't done nothing to nobody. I don't worry, not saying that I can't be touched, but Allah's leading on and victory is sure. So I don't worry about those things no more.
That's right.
All his hands.
It's a blessing
Yes, sir.
for me to be able to say that I am not that person who I thought I was.
That's right.
All praise be to Allah.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, I just want to say again, Moors, I'm happy to be here tonight.
Yes,
So we go.
And I also want to share with y'all the truth that Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought. And it was my brothers who spoke before me that I was able to connect to that higher etheric vibration and come up out of that state that I was in. All praise, exactly. All praise be to Allah. So we help each other. Sometimes we ain't got to say nothing. Just come and be a part of it.
That's right.
So I leave you as I came to peace.
It's on. Our Lord, we have been fed real good tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I trust and I know that we'll all take the message back. On the byways and highways of life, as to be given our own families.
That's right, boy.
Because again, to reiterate the point, it's about planting those seeds, here and there. Let Allah not worry about, but metaphorically speaking, let Allah deal with when He chooses to allow that soul to cultivate that seed. Our mission is just like the mission of the prophet. And the prophet's mission is always just deliver the message. Just deliver the message. And that's it. And of course, Atheno said, chapter 4, never point the way and tell the multitudes to do what you have never done.
That's right,
That's
boy.
right, Walt.
You must go before and show the way. Translated, practice what we teach.
That's right.
That we bring.
That's right.
That way we make our message believable.
Son.
So, what we'll do more is, I'll call the Supreme Grand Governor to read for us the divine warning issued to us by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam?
Islam.
Islam, Walt.
Islam.
Oh, what a man.
Indeed.
Islam.
Praise be to Allah. I extend honor to all whom the chairman extended honor to earlier, and I'd like to read to you and for you the divine warning from our prophet Noble Drew Ali. January 1929, Prophet warned all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical, agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards as your opinions. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We offer love, truth, peace, and freedom. And when these principles are violated, justice then must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings towards the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their cars, but cease wearing their turban or fez and return to the state by our prophet family. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet therefore is sending out a divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet to the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sins by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Islam. Islam.
Brother J. Barnes Bay, Supreme Grand Security Advisor, thank you for doing us the honor of taking up public collections. And while Brother J. Barnes Bay is doing so, are there any announcements that need to be made in temple? Any announcements? Sister Brown Bay, Sister Van Shigas.
Islam, for those of us who are members of Temple 13, our assessment and dues are due by Sunday so they can get to the Supreme Grand Chief, especially, our per capita and everything. So we need to be mindful that Sunday we need to pay our assessments. And the other thing is that we are having a dinner. We're having a dinner Saturday, May the 14th. We're having Brother Evans Ills signature salmon dinner with baked salmon and 2 pieces of tilapia over buttered white rice with seasoned green beans, dinner rolls, pineapple, upside down cake, and soda, all for a donation of $10. And my last and final thing is for those of us who are going tomorrow to Cotton State, I'm going to try to get the time ready, and I'll be calling each and every one of you to inform you as to the correct time in which you're supposed to be there. Islam.
Yes, sir. Very well. Any other announcements? Come on, Brother.
Islam, let me rise, give praise to Allah, to the Prophet. One of our Moors brothers in a federal institution, Moors, his mom's passed away, Brother Art Coley Ill. And actually, he's been communicating with our Grand Governor, Brother Edward Zill, getting literature. The same brother always asks you to put pamphlets together for him. And the brother lost his mom's. I purchased the card, and I was just like all the Moors to, if they want to sign the card, it's something we're going to send in from Temple 13. Just allow him, letting the brother know that he have our support, and so that when he get here, he know he got a home.
Yes.
Peace.
Here's the card, baby.
Yeah, the card's being passed around.
Very well. Yeah, we will definitely all sign it. Come on, baby.
I'd like to thank everybody for their donation. We have collected $37. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for the donations. Are there any other announcements that need to be made? Okay, with that, Moors, once again, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your presence. And we hope to see you again next week. In fact, bring a friend. It's on. So with that, we will now lower the meeting. All right, but security, is the temple secure?
No security, right?
Very well. It's on?
It's on.
It's on?
It's on.
It's on.
It's on.
All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to 77 love, peace, freedom, and justice. Does all rise, please. Once again, those who wish with us, we ask you to stand on the square, 45-degree angle, extend 5 fingers to the left and to the right. Those who not wish to worship with us, we ask that you stand and sound benediction while we recite the Most American Prayer. Sister M. Brown Bay, will you recite for us the prophet's prayer?
Islam. Allah, bind our hearts and our minds back to our ancient forefathers' divine creed and principle. This we ask in thy holy name, in the seven Elohims. Amen.
Islam?
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
Allah?
Allah.
The Father of the universe.
The Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
The Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My God.
My God.
My salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Drew Ali.
Drew Ali.
Amen.
Amen.
Islam.
Islam.
Yes.